Forecasting process flows in service delivery is notoriously difficult because every incident seems unique, and many believe it's impossible to predict the unpredictable. But what if you could? Today, I'll show you how PredictProcessPaths uses historical data to provide accurate forecasts, helping you optimize resources and meet compliance standards with confidence. In the service delivery industry, managers face constant pressure to respond quickly to incidents and changes. At quarantadue.ai, every MCP workflow starts from the real tool interface, not from a generic prompt. The goal is simple. Keep the expert in control while the system structures the evidence. Inputs, reasoning, and outputs stay connected in one reviewable flow. Now the results become easier to compare, easier to review, and easier to explain. Why is this so hard? Generic tools like spreadsheets or basic analytics fail because they can't capture the complexity of sequential events. They treat each incident in isolation, missing the patterns that emerge over time. This leads to reactive management, delayed responses, and wasted resources. Teams struggle to allocate staff effectively, often missing service-level agreements and facing regulatory scrutiny. The real challenge is that service delivery involves dynamic variables, time, systems, personnel, past outcomes, and traditional methods don't connect these dots. So how does PredictProcessPaths work? It uses a scientific approach based on machine learning and probabilistic modeling. Here's the key concept. Instead of looking at averages, PredictProcessPaths analyzes sequences of historical events to identify causal relationships. It learns from past incidents, changes, and requests, considering the order of steps, time intervals, and successful outcomes. This differs from common misconceptions where forecasting is just about trends. PredictProcessPaths understands dependencies and adapts as new data arrives, providing a dynamic, real-time model. Now, let's explore what the software specifically does. PredictProcessPaths ingests data from your existing systems, ticketing tools, monitoring software, change logs. It establishes baselines by learning from historical events, then calculates the most probable process paths for future scenarios. The system includes full audit trails for compliance, so every forecast is traceable. You can also run scenario models to test different responses, like reallocating resources or altering workflows without risking live operations. This gives you a safe environment to optimize strategies. Let me walk you through a hypothetical example. Imagine a network outage during peak business hours. PredictProcessPaths would take variables like time of day, affected systems, and historical resolution data. It might forecast that the most likely flow involves first diagnosing network connectivity, then server checks, and finally application restarts, with estimated time for each step. By following this forecast, your team could significantly reduce mean time to resolution, improving efficiency and customer satisfaction. For compliance and reporting, PredictProcessPaths generates automated reports that are stakeholder-friendly. These reports highlight key metrics, forecast accuracy, and alignment with standards like ITIL or ISO 20000. They're designed for readability, from technical teams to executives, making it easy to demonstrate regulatory adherence and informed decision-making. In summary, PredictProcessPaths empowers you to forecast process flows accurately, turning historical data into a strategic advantage. It improves efficiency, ensures compliance, and helps you stay proactive in service delivery.